She's scared of all kind of snakes. Trouser snakes.
The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Come along.
Kick.
Ow.
Just kick that time.
Tug. Refuse.
Look, you're probably sick of just standing here anyway.
Eyeballs you.
I'll give you a nice apple and a carrot if you come along.
Gives you a look that's like, I don't fucking speak English. I'm a horse, asshole.
Okay, I need to memorize that talk to animals thing that I actually have now.
Oh shit! Actually, you haven't leveled up yet.
No, but it's a level 2 spell. I could memorize it. I've currently got it, but I just have never...
Reluctantly and slowly, the horse drags the cart through the busy city, rolling for thievery.
Good luck, thieves. Look at Sulin guarding it.
Exception of 12.
That's nice because it's a pickpockets roll.
Ah, yeah.
I wonder what Sir Radimir gear I am stealing off of the cart.
Failed.
Wait, isn't Redimir's gear on his...
Goodbye, Halberd.
I am on the cart.
How do you say this? Fucking still a halberd. And why?
It's a halberd. That's
like a big axe.
That's a couple of $100 gold right there.
So the one guy's like,
Just get a couple of kids running off with a halberd through the streets. It's like one of those Chinese dragons, but it's urchins carrying a halberd. Eventually you arrive outside of the armorer. So Radimir is in there looking out the window going, where did they come from?
if they live to be here? No, I could not follow.
The door bursts open, and Saphiro swaggers in. The known sun, shining resplendently off of his freshly cleaned and unvomited armor.
What, you get that off?
Hey, you finally returned.
We have.
I believe the armorsmith is
car.
getting impatient.
Cheers, I kind of think people.
Well, one cannot simply just walk around with so much coin. This is just not practical.
I suppose that meant you had to interact with the horse again.
Yes. And now I have to get an apple and a carrot. Anyway.
Okay, so let's get bypass the tedious mercantile things. You pay for the armor, and you leave.
Wave off the sick armorsmith.
How long does it take him to count 4,500 pieces of silver?
They'll
Quite
have
a while.
scales, I'm guessing, so they can
They
probably
do it
tip a
by
bunch.
weight mainly.
Yeah.
As I
Tip a bunch
recall, that's
onto-
how it was done.
Sensible way to do it.
Naturally, being a merchant, his scales cheat. So you've actually lost 5,000 gold. So make a note. Weighted scales was a thing. And
That's a big discrepancy.
None of you are checking. Not that you'd be able to tell.
I don't think any of us have that any of the necessary skills.
Yeah.
Use etiquette to determine it? No.
You'd use that to determine if you think the merchant's cheating.
He's behaving in a proper merchantly manner.
Oh, so he's
because
cheating you.
It's an acceptable custom.
It
You
is.
have slightly unfair scales. Some are more egregious than others.
It's pretty egregious.
So now I suppose we take the cart all the way back to the inn again.
Bite kick, kick, bite kick,
Oh.
kick, kick,
Dude, that's almost a brutality.
bite, nibble, bite. And you're back.
Well, I got down to a nibble at one point.
It's already got armour.
Bye.
It still hurts to get kicked by a horse.
Ribbles
armor.
runs out of the inn and into your armour.
Smart.
Because you left him behind.
I assumed he got out knowing that I'm going to get kicked by the horse under Sephiro's armor.
Is this all we had to do today?
I believe so, unless you have any.
I have things I have to do today.
So Radamir's swaggering on the other.
Any luck contacting our friend in your slumber?
No, not at all.
See, Sphero only needs 2 hours a day. You have had very little sleep these past 2 days and are beginning to feel fatigued. In fact, you are now fatigued.
Oof. What are the negatives on that?
Well, when combat happens, you'll know.
Or you could
I
Yes.
believe the first stage is
Thing is-
basically just it increases your weight class, and that's -1 AC and -1 on the THACO, I think.
We've probably got
First
about.
stage.
Yeah,
Between
something like. So
I'd say
kind of
between
been-
4 and 6 hours, I'm guessing, before we even have to meet up for the.
Yeah, moderate is -1 on attack penalty.
Right.
So you could probably get maybe 6-ish, 5 or 6-ish hours. of
It's
sleep.
known you've got one pie segment till Vespers.
Yeah, just
But
sleep it.
it depends on when you want to get there because it's between Compline and Matins is when the attacks generally.
And we do want to be in place and get a...
So you want to be in place a little before that, but that doesn't mean you have to be there right on Vespers. You could give him like a couple hours into the sleeping streak if you wanted.
All this hunting at night and then in the morning again has tired me. When you wish to set out, just come and find me.
Hey, 2 of these help. Wonderful.
That's why I've been
I
sleeping.
gave you one. Or did you also get another one from another source?
Actually, no.
You
Seriously.
didn't give him any today, right?
No, we didn't go to the supermarket today.
The breeding. Multiplying. Maybe leave them there for another week and see what happens. We all should bring them. Just...
Gee, does that work with money?
Oh, I wish.
Oh, it does. It's called
There's
interest.
like so many things you guys
From the
are going
bank?
to need printed for the various heroic things you'll be doing. Yeah, I print them.
So, okay, so you're going to get some rest.
Sulin heads off to Ninibi's.
No, Sulin's already had sleep.
Not enough of it, I imagine.
No, I've been sleeping every other moment that we haven't been fighting, so I'm alright.
Says you. And Sir Radamir needs sleep.
Yeah.
And Adrin is currently bathing, I believe.
I'm
Do you actually have any coppers or silver to pay for the... Oof! Okay, yep, okay, more gold for them.
Oh, it's just one.
I'm going to buy an apple and a carrot for the horse.
The horse is like, oh, so if I abuse him, I get rewards. Nice.
He abused me less.
Bite, bite, apple.
Oh, bite apple, that's fine.
But then Severo doesn't know how to feed a horse properly, so his fingers get all up in there.
And then he kicks the carrot.
I'm heading off to the blacksmith.
Alright. Blacksmith. He does not turn around when you enter.
Is the item ready? Good blacksmith?
Nods over to a barrel.
I'll go over and have a look at the barrel.
It's a barrel. Straight sides. Neatly coopered.
I'll look inside the barrel.
You're opening the barrel. You look inside the barrel. It's pretty empty.
Mm.
There's just like one thing in it.
What's its name?
Its name is Bracer.
Yeah. Alright, then I'll take it out.
Yeah. It's It's to specs.
Then I'll place the item coins in the barrel as well.
Oh, we're doing that. Okay.
Well, that's
Yep.
where obviously he wanted it, and he closed the barrel.
Without looking around, he's like, that is not going to be durable.
I realise this. That's why I wish to have other blades made at a later stage. I just don't have time to wait for them at this moment.
Time flows a river. Be a leaf carried on the river of time. Until the end of the river. Then an ocean, and the leaf is lost.
Thank you. May you always find shade in water. Ow. Exit and
Neat. You scurry frightfully back to the inn.
I head back to the inn, yes.
Stag and Beetle. I don't think anyone else has left. I think Adrian will be clean now. He can come back.
I'll go into the bar.
Oh, okay.
Because we've still got some time before we plan to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just buy a drink and sit down and watch again.
What kind of drink did you like?
Just get a beer.
A beer. Fine Berman beer. Well, let's charge you 5 silver. Dirac, I think it is for that.
Yep, I'll pay the 5 silver.
Good, good.
And yeah, find a spot to sit and just watch.
Ah, right, yeah, good, yes. Good. Neat.
Nice. Very good roll. Is he one off the best? About second best. Just for watching, assimilating.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you watch people in a bar. They are having fun, enjoying their liquids.
It's more the way
There's
they interact with each other.
There is a gleeman playing a harp again.
Yeah.
There are many peoples in doing the things that humans does.
It's all foreign to me.
Fun.
Ouch.
I have fun.
He does play Final Fantasy 14. It has babies in it.
Oh, it's Final Fantasy 14 of Realm Report.
Anyway. So you're in the bar. Sabiro is...
I'm gonna go and see if I can find my friend at...
You have a friend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My friend, my old friend at my living area bar.
I'll just find out what Sir Radamir's doing before we engage in what might be a dice roll that says he's not there. No, you were going to bed, weren't you?
Yeah.
Alright. High or low?
Low.
Guess they never low, huh?
No.
What?
He is an agent for the cows.
Get the clowns in here.
Yes, he's there. He's in the common room.
Ah. Greetings, my friend.
You look well rested.
Indeed.
I thought you'd be quite busy, doing many heroic deeds so that people adore you.
Oh, we've been doing that. We've got
Do you not hear the call to glory?
Of course.
It is your birthright.
Well, yes. That does seem to be the case. I was actually hoping if I could perhaps pick your brain on a matter with regards to one of the things we're trying to sort out for these
He
people.
seems pleased, like a mobster penguin. Of course. Please sit. Will you not, while we talk, will you not play a game?
Oh, by all means. What are we playing?
Why not play the same game we learnt as children so long ago? Do you know how to play Schach?
I do. Wait, do I?
It's basically Go.
Sophia probably would. I don't know if you. I'm guessing
It is
it would
the
have been something.
game of the intelligentsia and the noble elite.
Yeah, yeah, he would have when he was a kid, I'd imagine.
Okay, do you have any kind of gaming proficiency that might increase your ability to play?
Etiquette.
It's the closest thing.
Play by the book.
Yeah, no. Dancing?
Distraction.
Tactics?
Do you have warfare?
Warfare? Siege warfare? Small unit tactics?
You don't have tactics?
Press.
No.
You leave
Cavaliers
it on me?
generally don't. The cavalier tactics are usually what-ho charge!
Serenians don't use tactics. We just look pretty. Why are you laughing? It's true.
Well, there's a box of tactics over there. Give me the
Slap 'em
tactics,
up.
bruh. Alright, you begin playing. So, he says, shuffling. He's holding his hands out. What did you want? Oh, you got black. Look at that. You suck. He begins.
So I don't labour this too much. I'm basically going to tell him the story about the last 2 nights and what we've learned, and focusing on like the 3-clawed hand, the glow, and stuff like that, and basically running through that, and then asking him, "Have you ever heard any creature the likes of this?"
Alright, so let's get a game roll out of you to determine how distracted you are during the telling of this. Nice.
5.
Seems pretty distracted to me. So, you're looking through the peasant quarters for an invisible ghost who is killing peasants.
Killing. Wow.
He says, neatly surrounding a small formation of your black stones.
Killing people, yes.
It sounds like a shadow servant. An immaterial servant.
When you say a shadow servant, do you mean of...
I mean, it will be an invisible servant. They generally don't manifest and they don't kill, unless told to.
Well, this one's been killing.
Tell me more.
Seven. Well, I'll tell him about how the girl narrowly escaped with her life, and she was cut up pretty bad. So it's... I suppose it's not a perfect killer, given what happened with her. No blood, it seems to leave.
It sounds like a simple conjuring trick that student wizards would learn in their 3rd year. A simple, invisible, or dark, shadowy servant to do your little bidding.
So this is definitely magical in nature. You would say.
I'd barely call it magic. It's almost a parlor trick.
But still,
But of course,
technically,
these days, such minor, mundane feats are considered to be, masterful necromancy.
well, you know how the locals here feel about that type of thing.
One wonders why they allow it.
They don't. Unless you mean that they're obviously not stopping it, so therefore they allow it.
The creature will be invisible. If you can see it, it will either be possessing a beast like such as a ash cat or a thundermaw. They like taking simple creatures for forms. If it doesn't have a form, then it will appear as a shadowy shape. The primitives of this time probably bind it using runes or seals or such. Listen for the sound of running feet if you cannot see it. It is invisible, not intangible. Paint, powders, detection spells of any kind will easily detect it. Why not tap your Sosarian friend?
Oh, don't worry.
The blood of that lineage, how did it change? So strange, they were once such a calm, rational, mundane people.
I should probably go and update him on the situation of if Sulan or Radomir haven't. He has been away dealing with other things, and if I do not know if he's planning to join us tonight, but if he is, it would be good to catch him up on events.
Give me another gaming roll.
15.
Ooh, nice. Staging a comeback.
Tigris already encircled you, dude. You were fucked on the
He's
I mean, you ain't winning, but you aren't going to go down like a bitch.
Go is not a game you can win in the mid to late game.
When you told me it was...
It depends on how good your opponent is.
He's bad.
I know. Yeah.
When you said it was magical in nature and then said anything that could detect such illusions might be able to find it, I was tempted to perhaps see if I could go to the Witchers' College and maybe see if one of them could help us out, but...
You should be master of your own destiny. Command your Sosarian friend to aid you in this matter. Do not trust those corrupted half-bloods. They pollute themselves. They are an abomination. They have given up their chance for glory and greatness to be humble peasant servants. Not even pure anymore. Polluted, and not in any kind of good creative way. A nasty viscous mix of unsightly chemical and alchemy, but that has who knows what results. Say what you like about Maldred, but at least he did everything with a purpose. He was clean.
I'm not sure my Sosarian friend can use his talents where he is at the moment, though. In fact, he has intimated that he's struggling to use them at all, even should he want to. He hummed as I quickly look up a thing. I, however, can prey on things before we start. And
If you weren't too afraid, I would see about acquiring him an Indaris. Although it might make him too powerful for you to stop when the time comes.
a what?
So much has been lost. That's the worst thing about all this Dark Times business. Even the elves don't remember. An Indaris is a framework for using magical items all at once.
Well, and we're not likely to get one here, I would think.
And I would not release mine for all of the gold in the parch stone. If you ever actually get that.
Yes, well, we still have to see to that. Yes, I can use my own talents to perhaps detect something, but I would have to suspect it was in the region in the first place. It's not something I can just look to and use at, in any given circumstance.
You've always had a talent for putting yourself in the right place at the right time. I suggest you switch off all these negative concerns and doubts and rely on your instincts. This minor task will no doubt overawe these feeble-minded fools here and set you back on your path to greatness that you richly deserve.
I try not to think of them as faults.
You were ever too charitable. Up. And it is over.
Duh. I could never quite get the hang of this game.
No. Sometimes I wonder how much you remember. But anyway, I am keeping you from your daily tasks. No doubt you have important things to be about.
Yes. Thank you for your wisdom.
I am always pleased to share such.
I shall leave him.
Cool. What you doing? What you doing?
Don't you just want to kiss these lips?